In 2016, the World Bank reported that Kenya has the highest level of youth unemployment in East Africa. Every year, over 800,000 young people graduate into the labor market. Most of these young people compete for the 128,000 jobs in the formal sector and ignore the high potential of the informal sector. In 2015 alone, the informal sector created 713,600 new jobs. The informal sector in Kenya has also consistently created almost 6 times the number of jobs for the youth compared to the formal sector. With the potential of this vibrant sector in mind, KCB Foundation launched the 2JIAJIRI program to catalyze employment and job creation for 50,000 youth in entrepreneurship by the year 2020. 2JIAJIRI is a 3-step skills development program aimed at uplifting the youth towards self-sufficiency.
When we started the 2JIAJIRI program last year, it was a catalyst program to say how do we intermediate the skills that we get from college and training schools, especially technical institutions, and then use those knowledge into real businesses, create entrepreneurs.
KCB 2JIAJIRI project is not just welcome, but it's also very timely because it is coming to respond to the question of youth unemployment very, very directly. Once it takes off and the numbers are brought to scale, it will be very complementary to the other initiatives that the government and other partners are already implementing.
The first step is the inception phase, where the beneficiaries of the 2JIAJIRI program undergo a technical and vocational training program that provides new skills to young potential entrepreneurs and certifies them, then secondly, formalizes the skills of existing young entrepreneurs.
Since 2016, when we started the program, we have so far graduated a total of 2,234. The first group graduated in July, and that was a group of 1,055. And the second group graduated in December, and that was a group of 1,179. Remember, they were in 114 vocational training schools in 20 counties. And the group that graduated in July, we had about 400 of them doing internship, a paid internship. And the other group of about 500 of them, we've already started small businesses for them. The group that graduated in December, we are now in the process of helping them organize their small businesses.
Stage 2 is called the incubation phase, and for good reason. It is a stage of nurturing the beneficiaries, transitioning them from training to enterprise through internship and apprenticeship opportunities.
Before you incubate a business, it's important that you resource the business. So we give them loans. And we give them loans for 2 critical things: working capital or startup loans, and asset financing, which are really loans for tools of trade. Because we realize that without tools of trade, even if you've given them a skill, they cannot be able to take off. Then after we do that, we incubate the business. And what we critically do at that stage, we give them 3 key consultants who are very critical to the business. That's an accountant, a marketer, and a lawyer. These 3 consultants we give them for free.
These professionals assist 2JIAJIRI beneficiaries to overcome the challenges of starting a business. They support the growth of youth-led businesses through establishment of proper management practices and helping them to increase the number of customers the businesses service.
We part by giving them the professional support. We train them. They can keep their records. They register their business. Most of them, they were informal without any form of registration.
To someone, 2JIAJIRI may just look like another job with a salary at the end of the day. But to me, it's more than that. I actually see the transformation from where that person was and where he's going.
So far, out of the 1,055 students who graduated in July 2015, 518 of them have established businesses. Another 400 went on to secure internships with leading companies in Kenya.
Naweza sema in the next 5 years naona nikiwa sasa nimeemploy wase, nimeexpand garage yangu imekuwa big, niko na my equipments, tools zote zile naweza hitaji na tupunguze youth unemployment hapa Kenya.
Jane is one of 2,234 successful graduates who completed phase 1 of this program in 2016. She attended a training course on catering, upping her skills in readiness to establish the business which she began.
Tangu niwe kwa 2JIAJIRI nimeona mabadiliko mengi sana kwa kazi yangu, kama zile chakula nilikuwa nauza 150, sasa hii naweza kuuza kwa 450, hata zingine 500, 600 pia. Kwa hivyo nimeona mabadiliko upande wa sales na hata income.
James has been a plumber for the last 10 years, but he has neither any professional training nor a formalized business entity. Thanks to 2JIAJIRI and his own admirable efforts, he now has both and is qualified to receive asset financing to grow his business.
Sasa hizo vitu sasa niko nazo kama vile machine piping, vibrator, drill, generator na berenio sikuwa na generator.
Each of these businesses is contributing in a small way to solving the unemployment crisis by creating job opportunities for other young people. Overall, the 2JIAJIRI program targets supporting 50,000 young entrepreneurs directly, and it hopes to create at least 250,000 new jobs for the youth.
In essence, there's going to be a snowball effect, because now we started with 2,000. This year, we increased into 10,000. Correct? The project at its peak can take 100,000 young people into development, into mentorship, into business growth.
This is a massive program which we cannot achieve alone. We love the SDG 17 that talks about partnership. So far we have signed about 22 MOUs with partners who bring different things to the table. We have partners who have given us a market linkage, other partners have given us business opportunities, and other partners have given us internship. And this is what has made the program, take off in such a short time.
So far, we have a few beneficiaries who are already starting up businesses under the banner of Ashley's. Of those, we have intentions and plans of starting about 5 salons and barbershops for them in this year.
Since beginning the collaboration with the JIAJIRI program, we've taken on some 11 of their beneficiaries, and we've provided a holistic training program. Those who are self-employed, we will keep in contact and continue to advise them and assist them and mentor them to develop their business to the point where we as Toyota Kenya can appoint them as our authorized service dealers.
18 months into the project, these businesses will be transitioned into formal entities.
Nimefurahia sana kwa ile ujuzi nimepewa na 2JIAJIRI, na hata customer wangu wanafurahia sana kwa hiyo ujuzi nimewaletea kwa kazi yangu.
I am looking forward to creating more and more jobs for others. This is what I can do to make a difference.
Nimefurahia sana kuwa nimeweza kujitegemea na kujiendeleza kupitia huu mradi wa 2JIAJIRI.
The people who have come through the vocational training are then that critical mass that we are building up as a country to be able then to help the youth to see that it's also possible, and it's decent, and it doesn't take away integrity when you go to school and you go through vocational training and get out and set yourself up.
In my view, you could create 80 to 90% of the new jobs in the informal sector. Now, those then grow to become these SMEs, correct? And largely, they grow to become the medium and large enterprises in the short while. So we are building the businesses for 2020. You're going to start today.
These businesses are the future, the very heartbeat of a working economy with a plethora of opportunities for today's youth.
2JIAJIRI, tujijenge.